On July 3, 2024, southern China was hit by record-breaking rains with catastrophic consequences. Particularly devastating was the breach of a dam on Dongting Lake, China's second-largest freshwater lake. It caused instant flooding of downstream cities and huge human and economic losses. China's state media said rescuers began work to reinforce the banks Saturday afternoon as water levels on either side of the collapsed dam stabilized. China's Central Television reported that a 226-meter-long section of the dam on Dongting Lake in Yunnan province collapsed, leading to the evacuation of 7,600 residents. The tragedy began in Yunnan province on Dongting Lake, which is a tributary of the Hanjiang River that flows into Poyanghu Lake. On the morning of July 6, the water level in Dongting Lake rose rapidly after record rains in the upper reaches of the Hanjiang River. At around 11 a.m., the dam failed and huge masses of water rushed downstream, causing a historic disaster. The flooding instantly engulfed the towns around Poyanghu Lake. In Zhujiang City, Jiangxi Province, the water level rose more than 5 meters, flooding the roofs of two-story buildings. In just 10 minutes, the entire city was underwater, and many people died. Residents panicked as they tried to escape, many losing their homes in this historic tragedy. The force of the flooding was staggering. The water level broke all historical records of Lake Poyanghu. Not only cities, but also farmlands and factories were inundated, resulting in enormous damage. Imagine, in a matter of moments, the water rises 5 meters, a truly apocalyptic picture. Many residents were trapped on rooftops waiting to be rescued. Unfortunately, many lives were lost before rescuers arrived. Thousands of people became homeless and were forced to move to evacuation centers, where many still remain today. The flooding paralyzed the transportation system overnight. Roads and railroad tracks were submerged, and many cars sank. Traffic was temporarily suspended, making it impossible to travel overland. Logistics networks were destroyed, bringing supplies to a standstill and causing severe chaos. The complete collapse of the supply chain led to severe shortages of essential goods. Food, water, medicine, all are in catastrophic shortage, and many residents have been stranded. The government has sent humanitarian aid, but the scale of the disaster has made it extremely difficult to provide for all those affected. The flooding has completely stopped life in the cities. Electricity, gas, and water supplies have been cut off. Many stores and businesses have been forced to close. Schools have also stopped working, seriously affecting the lives of children. The human cost has been enormous. Preliminary estimates put the number of dead and missing in the hundreds. Rescuers are searching tirelessly, but due to the vastness of the disaster area, it will be extremely difficult to find all the missing. Economic losses are estimated at hundreds of billions of yuan. Huge damage has been done to farmland, factories, and infrastructure. Recovery will take a long time. The Chinese government has announced support for the affected areas, but the huge costs have raised concerns about the budgetary burden. The flooding is the result of unprecedented downpours hitting southern China. From July 6 to 7, record rainfall fell in Guangxi, Yunnan, and Hui and other provinces. In many places, a month's worth of rain fell in a few days, causing rivers to overflow and landslides. The Poyanghu Lake Dam breach was the most devastating flood since the 1998 disaster. Back then, more than 3,600 people died, more than 1,400 were missing, and economic losses exceeded 250 billion yuan. The current disaster could surpass those sad records, dealing a devastating blow to China's economy. The faces of people fleeing the floods show both despair and hope, waiting for rescuers to arrive, praying to be reunited with their families, worrying about the future. You can see the full range of human emotions. The Chinese government is working hard to provide relief and rebuild the affected areas. However, due to the scale of the disaster, this process will take a long time. We can only hope that the lives of those affected will return to normal as soon as possible. The disaster had once again reminded us of the power of nature and the fragility of human civilization. It emphasized the importance of strengthening measures to prevent such disasters and the need to be prepared for them every day. Thank you for watching this video about the tragic events in China. If you found it interesting, please give it a like and subscribe to our channel for up-to-date news and analysis. Take care of yourself and your loved ones and let such disasters pass you by. Good luck and see you soon.